Welcome back to another video, and yes, you read that correctly. Our private zoo project has come to a stop. Not for any other reason than the fact that we're getting ready to leave. But we do want to show you guys how far we've come. It has been a pretty big project, a bit bigger than what we anticipated. But like I said in the beginning, we wanted to at least accomplish the emu cage, and that we have done. So we are walking across the street. If you guys notice the style of our wall here, all the metalwork and everything, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys. So we have matched our house across the street with the same exact style. Even the gate is the same style. It's the same material as our gate and wall over here. And Apple's got us open. Hi. And we are going inside. So it is super hot, you guys. Right now it is just a little over 100 degrees, but the last few days it's been like 105, 106, 107 a couple days. It's been brutal. So anyway, as we walk to the back here, this is our emu pen. And so we have full wall around the entire thing, and there's our front gate and everything. So now pointed away from the house and towards the back of the property, this is where the emu are parked. And we did this concrete pond, and it's huge. So we have two access doors here, one on this side and one opposite on the other side. And this is our concrete pond or water basin, and it's not filled with water yet. We're gonna wait for the rain to fill it up because it's just a massive amount of water. The city water that's pumping in, it comes just at a little trickle, and it's taking forever. I think we're losing more water to evaporation than we can put in a day with this heat. So we have this huge covered area. This provides shade and shelter from the heat, of course. So it's still warm, but the birds have been living outside their entire lives and they're just fine. So they just have a much, much bigger space to roam, and they're just chilling midday. It's super hot, so don't even want to really mess with them too much, but they're here and they're cruising around and doing all their little stuff. So, but we think they're pretty happy. They're not freaked out. They seem to be enjoying the big area, but they have not gone into the water yet, and I don't think they're going to. So this may look like overkill to most of you just for 3 emu, but we'll add to it. We'll add capybara. There'll be more emu and other things that will be inhabiting this big area. So this is basically as far as we got. We have the pond in the very back that you guys have already seen before, and we will be adding many other things to the mix. So moving the 3 emu over here was pretty crazy. I was super nervous about it. So you have to cover their heads, and it's best to wait at night when it's dark out. They have less like visual stimulation, and of course if they have a bag over their head, they have all their vision blocked out, and supposedly you're able to just sort of walk them and escort them in that manner. The first one went okay. We got about halfway through our gate, and then it just sat down and it refused to get up. And so it was like, okay, fine. So we finally coerced it to get up, and it did. It got up and walked the rest of the way. The second one was a little bit resistant. We were kind of tripping over each other, but we got it to get over here. The third one, which I think is that one right there that's walking around with some attitude, feathers all puffed out in its neck. We got about 15 feet outside the enclosure behind our house, and it went berserk. It kicked me in the thigh, and it got away from us, but it was dark. And so we chased it around our yard for a while in the dark, because the limited vision with the limited lighting, it kept them from, you know, just running off or whatever. So after a while of being freaked out and super scared, I was able to get it back into its original enclosure, and then we just locked it down. The next day we had a couple more guys to come and help. One of them was Apple's younger brother, and we just basically did it by force. Covered the head, took it down to the ground, and then we had to like just kind of wrap it up like a burrito, in a big fish net. We tied the legs and the whole thing, and then we put it in a cart and wheeled it over. And I was really nervous about the stress level of that animal, but we got it over here. It had to come over here because the original cage is falling apart.
Oh,
like,
yes,
you can't just
it
leave
is.
the animals separated, one there and two here.
Yes.
So anyway, as you can see, they're no worse for wear. The one that had like the more stressful event is just fine. And that's it. It's done, and we're really happy. So again, the reason that we're shutting down this project is because today is our last day here at the house. Our last night is tonight. Tomorrow, we're flying out of here. We need to make a stop in Malaysia, and then from there we have a really big adventure throughout Indonesia. It's going to be pretty interesting, and we are not going to be back to the house or even to this property until maybe end of August, I think. Maybe even September, we're not sure. We always make our plans, and sometimes they get a little bit delayed or messed up. So we are saying goodbye to our animals, our cat, Apple's family, our house, everything.
Yes.
Everything is going to be put on hold. We are going back to the US also after we're done in Indonesia. The reptile expos, imports, lots of breeding going on, all kinds of stuff. But you guys are going to get updates from Malaysia. We've recently collected lots of eggs. We have new animals, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Indonesia is going to be insane. And that's pretty much it. We just wanted to show you guys what things are looking like over here. This is a huge project. This is massive.
Yes, it is.
But the things that are left are the fun things and the less costly things. It's just mostly concrete and ponds and that sort of thing. So anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick one. We will see you next in Malaysia. And that's pretty much it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Take care, you guys.